Hello YouTube. I'm back for another video. I had a little bit of a break between school and work, and fuck man, weather is just shit today. Snow is piling up, and anyway, I got 10 more CDs to show, like I've said in my previous videos. Just shit that I bought in the last few months. Nothing real special here, but I'm going to show them anyway, because I'm going to show my entire collection eventually, if I make videos for that long. So, anyways, I'll get right fucking to it. I bought this. I live in Washington State, and I traveled earlier this year to go see Apsu in Montana, Missoula to be exact. I picked this up at one of their record stores. Bruford, Gradually Going Tornado. If you're not familiar with Bill Bruford, he was the drummer for Yes, and he's done some other shit too. That's where I know him from. Yes, I'm a big Yes fan. So he does kind of jazz fusion, progressive music type of shit, I guess. I like it a lot. It's really cool. I'm a pretty big prog fan. Next up, here's one of the bands that got me and probably millions of other people into thrash. I've had this since it came out, but I had lost it, so I rebought it on CD. This is the original Combat pressing, or Capitol or whatever. Megadeth, Countdown to Extinction. A lot of people probably don't like that album. Even people that don't like, or people that like Megadeth are probably kind of divided on that. I love it. If you want to compare it to what Metallica were doing at the time with the Black Album, I mean, it kicks the shit out of that. It's commercial sounding, but I think it's the songwriting and musicianship is there, and I like it. I think it still holds up for me anyways. Now we have another album that I also owned in the 90s or whenever the fuck this came out, and I had since lost it or something like that, and I didn't really remember how I felt about it. I mean, I remember liking it when it came out, but I thought that it would probably not have aged very well. Anyways, we're talking about Megadeth Euthanasia. I beg to differ now. I mean, it has aged well. I think it's a fantastic album. It's not a whole lot of thrash to be found, as they kind of have abandoned that and never really got it back. But it's, it still had Marty Friedman in the band, which is, the lineup for me. I think it still kicks ass, and songwriting is great. We have another album, came out this year. I have not heard it. I just bought it randomly because I like some of their early stuff. That is Accuser. The Forlorn Divide. Generic fucking name. To go along with that, artwork's kind of cool. I've heard it's pretty decent. I've heard the last few Accuser albums have actually been pretty good. I don't know. I had heard some of their later stuff. I didn't care too much for it, but I picked it up pretty cheap, so I figured why the fuck not give it a spin. Next up we have a band, they're from Portland, which is not too far from where I live, released on Southern Lord Recordings. This is Nightfell, their second album, The Living Evermore. I've listened to it I think twice so far. Hadn't heard this album previously. I'm not real big on it. I'm still going to give it another couple spins. It's not bad by any means, but it's yet to grab me. It's Nightfell. It's kind of like a black death metal. One of the guys in the band is from a shitload of really known Portland bands, Weregoat, to name just one out of the many that he's in. But yeah, I'll give that some more listens. Here we have one of the best death metal bands ever to come out of Sweden. Sorcery. This is a compilation, Unholy Creations. This was released on Hell's Headbanger Records, I think last year. Very good compilation. I heard the vinyl version's really cool, but it's not bad. It's a double disc. It's got all their demo stuff. Got a shitload of stuff. Sorcery are great, man. Very underrated 90s Swedish death metal. Who are still, they've since reunited actually. They've got 2 or 3 albums in the last 4 or 5 years, and they're pretty fucking good. I think they're on Extreme Records now. Something to look out for though. Now we have a band who I'm kind of touch and go with, as I think most people are. We have Cold from Norway with their Krek album. It was released on Candlelight Records 2005. I've listened to it once so far. I wasn't too big on it. I do like some of the earlier Cold, and even some of the later Cold I like. That album hasn't really resonated with me yet, but that's one listen in, so I got to get more attention. Now we have a it's a promo version, so it doesn't look very cool, and it's beat up. But I got it as a trade on Metal Archives, and I fucking love this album. We have the Grotesquerie. Fuck, I'm sorry, I don't remember what the album is called. Louis, come on, man, go lay down. Sorry. This is their first album, though. God fucking damn it. Oh, it's Tales of the Coffin Born. Sorry, I'm a fucking idiot. It's really fucking good. I've heard they have like 3 albums now, I think, and this one kicks the shit out of all of them. This one is fucking great. Grotesquerie is one of Cam Lee's many projects. I can't remember who else is in this band, but it's great, man. It's just it's a tale. I can't remember if it's an adaptation of one of H.P. Lovecraft's stories, because I've read most of his shit and I don't recall recognizing it. But it's basically actually I think Cam Lee wrote it. It's basically like a Lovecraft story that H.P. Lovecraft did not write himself, and it's got narrations throughout, like in every song. It's basically about I'm gonna butcher this story because I haven't heard this album in a while. It's basically like kind of a mad scientist type guy who I think his son dies or at least is very sick and is trying to either save his son, or I'm pretty sure his son dies and he finds a way to try to resurrect him doing sorcery and alchemy and spells and shit. It's really fucking good. It's a brutal album, and it's also as a father myself, it's kind of it's kind of a heartbreaking story. It's actually very sad, and just shows like what a father will do for his son when he truly loves him. Something like that. It's a good fucking album. I love it. Now I picked this up at one of my local record stores recently. An album I mentioned before. I very much love them. Probably my favorite death metal band to come from Sweden. Vomitory, Revelation Nausea. Metal Blade Records from 2000. I've been trying to kind of slowly get all their albums. I have most of them. I love Vomitory. They fucking kick ass. They need no introduction. Hopefully you've heard them. If you haven't, if you like death metal, look into them. If you're a fan of the Swedish 90s sound and you don't know who they are, you're an idiot. Either way, go look them up. Or if you know them, fucking go blast them right now. Vomitory rule. Now we have another band who I'm sure the metal community is pretty divided on. I love them personally. Moonspell, Memorial. It's a pretty good album. I'd say it's kind of middle of the road for them. It's nowhere near their best. It's also not their worst. They've done worse than this. But it's a good album. I do like it. I fucking love Moonspell. I love their early stuff, and really their last few records, they've been kicking ass again. They amazing live too. If you ever get a chance to see them live, fuck man, when they play the old stuff, the early shit off like the first album, it's really good. I actually saw Moonspell, I think it was last year. I got to meet Fernando Rivera, their singer, for a little bit and talk to him for a couple minutes. I'm not big on when I go to a concert, when I go to see a band I really like, I'm not that guy that tries to I'm gonna go make conversation with the band. I usually try not to do that, because occasionally you find out that they're fucking dicks, and that's a tough pill to swallow for me. But Fernando was really fucking cool, just a total gentleman, kind of a soft-spoken guy. I saw him walking around the venue. No one was talking to him or around him, and I had actually brought their first CD. I have the first pressing of it, and I wanted him to sign it. I brought the CD and a Sharpie just in the off chance that I would meet him. So I approached him, fucking shy like I am, and especially approaching someone that you really look up to and are a big fan of their work. And I just asked him if he would mind signing it, and he goes, "Yes, of course." I mean, he had a very like charming, smooth demeanor. You can. I don't know. I don't want to sound too nerdy or whatever. But you can feel like an energy coming from him. Like you're just a fucking cool dude. I don't know how else to put it. So yeah, he signed my CD. When I get to my Moonspell collection, I'll show the signature. But meeting him was very cool. Chatted for 2-3 minutes at most, but yeah, it was cool. Go see Moonspell live, like I said, if you get a chance to. I mean, they're fucking awesome. You won't regret it. I saw him play with like Septic Flesh. I can't remember who else, but yeah, Moonspell and Septic Flesh. And Septic Flesh were okay. I'm not the biggest fan, but Moonspell I thought really stole the show. Way better than I even expected. So, anyways, feel free to comment on some of the stuff that I picked up recently. Give me your opinions on these releases. Do you have these releases? Do you like these bands? Someone talk to me. It'd be cool. Love to talk metal. Like I've said before, I don't have too many friends that are into metal, so every chance I get, I like to take advantage of it. So anyways, I'll probably do another video this weekend, and let's talk. Whatever you want. Have a good weekend.